What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. How's my TTG crew doing today? What's up, everybody? Hope you guys all had a wonderful, fun, relaxing, crazy, whatever weekend. But the weekend has come to an end, and tomorrow is Monday, my favorite day of the week. That's because we get to start trading again. Guys, welcome. We have welcome to our live stream, True Trading Group live stream, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, we gotta hype it up, Mike.
I know. It's different from any other time. Guys,
look at me looking at you.
Just look at me. You're looking at me. I'm looking at you.
I get you.
Oh, God.
Hey, you want to do some biking?
Guys, what's up? On a serious note, though, what's up? Hope you guys are ready to make some money this week. We've got a really nice live stream that we're going to be going over here. We are streaming live right now across multiple social media channels. We are live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome, everyone that's joining us across those different social media channels. My name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader of True Trading Group. Began my trading career working at a hedge fund. Went through a 3-month educational training program that taught me everything it is that I now implement in my trading today. And that is everything that I share with all of you on this YouTube channel. And of course, as a member of True Trading Group, that is what the entire curriculum is based off of, that training material and that education that I went through. Okay, with me here today is Jason Spatafor, the Wolf of Weed Street, the man, the myth, the legend, expertise in the options market. The guy's been red hot lately, guys. The guy has been red hot. And I don't know, listen, I'm not even gonna let him give you a chance to brag about his trades these last couple of weeks, because I'm gonna do it for him, guys. He's been absolutely on fire. Cannabis stocks obviously have been in the news big time as of late. Continues to crush those cannabis stocks, and then has been ripping US Steel to shreds with some multiple triple-digit gains over the last couple of weeks. So we've got a nice day going into here, or we have a nice week coming into here. The markets are up at all-time highs. Futures are flat. Futures are flat. I know the Wolf is going to be looking for a little bit of maybe direction, or is hoping for some direction in the overall markets for a chance to reload some X calls. He'll talk to you guys about that. A lot of questions I already see, Wolf, on the live about people that are asking us about the weed stocks with everything that's going on with the House vote and everything. So still some spillover questions from that piece of legislation that went through last week. We'll be talking about that obviously here as well. Before we do get things started, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Chicle for supporting us on tonight's live stream. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for supporting us here tonight on this live stream. So welcome. We have a lot of new faces, a lot of new members. Guys are especially from Chicle's social media. Guys, welcome. First thing anyone wants to do, if you guys are new to the channel, is subscribe to the channel, guys. And of course, turn on those notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of the live streams that we go over and do, because we are always doing live streams, always doing Q&As. We're always providing you guys with educational material on here totally for free. We go over trade ideas, we recap our trades, tell you guys what we're looking for, what we're going to be trading for the week ahead. And that's what this live stream is all about here today. All right. So with that being said, I want to welcome everyone. Wolf, if you want to welcome everybody, you want to say hi?
Guys, welcome everybody. It's been, such a great weekend. I got 8 hours of sleep. I still have bags under my eyes. I just get even more tired. Mike was talking about the market and everything. Guys, I'm going to be contrarian to whatever Mike says tonight. I'm just telling you right now, because I want to pull back. I want the market to pull back. I want to see some deep red tomorrow. I'm like this. Baby, come back. But yeah, other than that, hey, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're social distancing and, all that good stuff. Mike, take it away.
Yeah. So guys, awesome. All right. So listen, guys, what we are going to do here, I just checked in on the futures market right before we started the live stream. And like I said, we're flat. Futures are flat. I know the Wolf's looking for a pullback. and we're going to go into what we think, or what he and I think the markets are going to do here this week, and maybe some news headlines and some topics that we can keep our ears open for that could potentially move markets. Okay, so before we get things started, we're going to start off the live stream same way that we start off every live stream, guys, and that is with a blanket open floor Q&A session. All right, guys, so go ahead, fire away. We're going to give some time for people to log on here tonight to join us on the stream. So go ahead, guys, fire away. Ask us questions same way that we start every single live stream. No different tonight, guys. So let's get started.
Michael Burry shorts Tesla.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. So Michael Burry, guys, that he's one of the guys from The Big Short. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. It's actually a really good movie if you guys want to call it The Big Short. But he is one of the money managers that was short going into the 2008 crash, the housing market. He was one of the people that identified the flaws in the housing market in like 2006, 2007, and put on the short actually very early. Okay. Put the short on actually early, and all of those guys actually were big time deep underwater on their positions, but had so much confidence in their analysis that they held on to those positions even when their clients were asking them to pull their money out of their fund. They said no. We're keeping this position on. They locked out some of their clients from pulling money out, and then they just went through it. They held through that position and obviously ended up being one of the greatest trades in the history of the markets. And he is now short Tesla, but basically on like a valuation play. He's short Tesla on strictly valuation alone. And I also do think that you get a pullback in Tesla after the inclusion into the S&P. I think you saw S&P push higher. There, people always ask about Sundial. People always ask about. It's like, they're so funny because we have specific stocks that people ask about every single night. Every single night, people ask us about the same stocks. It's crazy. But yeah, for those of you that are asking about SNDL, that's what the Wolf thinks about SNDL. Trade it. Do not invest in it. Not a good company, but it is a very volatile stock and makes pretty big moves.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm glad when you're talking about Michael Burry. Played by Christian Bale in The Big Short. You mentioned that he was short and taking it every month.
On the chin.
On the chin. He was, I forget, he was taking like 6% or something on the borrow. I don't know.
Yeah, they were getting destroyed because at this time, 2007, markets were all-time highs.
Yeah, and he made a point that's very true. Like, look, sometimes you guess right and you're just early. That's it. So, that guy will sit in the position until it works. Yeah. I mean, shorting Tesla up here I think it's a bad idea with options. Okay. I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea with stock.
Yeah, okay? I agree. I will agree with that.
Like options, I wouldn't go anywhere near a put option on Tesla. But, like sometimes you've got to have this type of conviction, but also don't get spooked because Michael Burry's got a short, the guy is right a lot. He was also long Disney and, a bunch of other things. Like he's short municipal bonds. Long water. I've gone through his stuff, but I wouldn't focus. I wouldn't like, don't let that cause you to sell your Tesla.
Yeah.
Maybe if you bought it at 500 and it's 6, take some profit. Don't be, but, all right. I see some questions about weed. I saw Liberty Health Sciences. If I could fit Liberty Health Sciences on there with Neo, it would go. Liberty Health Sciences is shit. Sorry. Sorry to bust your bubble or ruin your Sunday. Now, I'll give you a little caveat there. Thanks. Here, this one. The caveat there is, look, they sell a lot of weed in the state of Florida. Problem is that the public vehicle is a mess. Okay, and they've been in the business for a while. They've been in long enough to accept a lot of cheap money at a rate that just isn't that good. So I think that there are better options out there. Yes, TerraSend being one of them, and something else.
Okay, so we've got a question here from Dustin. Says, advice: before getting into learning options or other trading strategies, would you just start paper trading small cap stocks to get a routine or plan together, then move to other strategies? Yeah, you can't start trading options until you understand how to trade stocks, because if you can't with some type of consistency accurately identify high probability patterns in stocks and be able to predict price movement in stocks, you're not going to be able to go after and trade options. The options are going to be way there's a lot other factors that will go into there's a lot of other factors that will go into this. There's a lot of other things that go into the affecting the price of an option, guys. So I would recommend that especially if you're dealing with a small account, start off with some slow moving small caps. I would stay away from the real fast, high volatility small caps that halt left and right. And I would say just stick to trading small caps first. Get yourself familiar with being able to identify chart patterns and high quality setups, and then move yourself onto options if you want.
Good. I guess I'll take the next one.
I guess.
What is your view on Aphri of the next few months? So Aphri is in North America, they are the 6th highest revenue producer. Little bit of write-downs, a bunch of debt. They are way off of the top 5, or the number 1, which is Curaleaf with 238 million. My feeling for Canada and the US, look, Canada still remains a trade. A lot of headwinds for them. And you have to go to addressable market, which is why you want to be in the US. The only real advantage that the Canadian companies have right now is that they're trading on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. That's it. In terms of debt, in terms of balance sheet, growth, EBITDA, it's not even close. It's night and day. So you can trade them. I saw comments, I made a ton of money on Sundial. Well, congratulations. There's more bag holders in Sundial than you could imagine. Buy something at 20 cents and sell it at 30 or 50 or whatever, great. But are you going to put 100 grand, 500 grand into something like that for a trade? No. So, Canada, I still maintain as a trade. I think you see a divergence in March. Okay. Mike, do you want the next one?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Cue the next question.
Cue the next question. I should have some Jeopardy music while we're waiting on it to get queued up.
All right. Let's see.
That's a good one, actually. How is oil correlated to the market? I just saw it just flashed.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, take it.
No, I think we could both talk about this one. It's a good back and forth, to and fro one. I mean, oil is energy, right? Let's break it down to its simplest form. Oil equals energy. Okay. If you know basic economics, which I trust that you do, it's supply and demand. There's a ton of supply out there. Demand is starting to pick up. When demand picks up, look, that cost gets pushed down the line to everything. It gets pushed down the line to automakers. It gets pushed down the line to farmers and, you know, gold miners, everything. So understanding, you know, how oil and energy, you know, what its place is in the overall market, it's helpful. Are there divergences? Yeah. But I mean, it is something that you need to kind of understand. And it's basically as simple as that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because depending on where the economy is and depending on where oil is at that moment, the correlation in the markets can actually flip. So you can actually have, you know, as oil drops, you can have the markets drop, and then you can have as oil drops, you can have the markets rally. It depends. Like, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, okay, oil right now is like $40 a barrel. Guys, back in 2007, 2008, oil went to like $150 a barrel. And I was trading actually oil during that time period. In 2008, when I received the my Trader of the Year award from the hedge fund, it was because of two trades that I had on. I was long oil early. And then during the 2008 crash, I was short financials. Like, one of my biggest short positions was like in Bank of America. I had Goldman Sachs, Bear Stearns. Bear Stearns went out of business. I mean, these are companies that many of you maybe have not heard of if you're just new to the markets. But Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, two of the world's largest investment banks, went out of business. They went bankrupt in 2008, between 2009, in that crash. So you can actually have, like, if oil is too high, that will be seen as a tough expense for consumers, depending on where the market is. So, like, you can actually have like shifts in the correlation in overall markets. Right now, oil is very, very, very cheap. And you know, I've been starting to see a little bit of a decoupling with all of the commodities, like even with gold. You know, gold was always seen as like a safe haven move. And, you know, to see, like, you know, if the markets were pulling in or if there was, you know, a big scare of an economic slowdown, you see like there's a rush into gold. Gold recently has actually been a lot weaker than a lot of people have expected, but it came off a really big run. And especially with the fear of inflation coming down the road, with after all the stimulus that we've had be pumped into the economy and pumped into the markets, that you feel that fear that inflation will start to creep its head up in the next couple of years. And then you have a lot of people that are calling for over $2,000 an ounce in gold, you know, 2,500. I think we can see gold get to around 2,500 an ounce within the next 3 years. As you look for that hedged for against inflation. But now you have a lot of people talking about Bitcoin and all that. You know, it's like there's been a big rush into Bitcoin. I think that's more kind of the dollar weakness than it is like it's like a lot of people have asked me, like, is Bitcoin going to replace gold? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I just think that it's being seen as another hedge type of vehicle, but it's not something that can replace gold. You can't replace a physical hard asset like gold that literally sits in vaults that backs, you know, a lot of securities and a lot of assets with something that's digital that has no regulation whatsoever.
Or use.
Or
like physical use, or, you know. So I can't take a Bitcoin and like stab somebody with it. Like, I can take a piece of gold and fashion a knife and stab somebody with it.
Yeah. So I think it is something that is taking some of the gold interest away, as you are seeing people that are going into Bitcoin looking for that hedge. But I think it's going into Bitcoin looking for more alpha. You know, it's like gold is a much more controlled and a much more lower volatility commodity. And you're seeing people just rush into Bitcoin to try to just capitalize on some more alpha, because Bitcoin's extremely volatile. You know, Bitcoin can move, you know, 1,000 points or dollars, you know, within a couple of trading days. You know, gold is not going to do that. Gold is not going to do that. But no, Bitcoin is not going to replace gold. It's two different things that I think that you're seeing money managers go after.
Yeah, and the IRS is now starting to get real serious with it. They're starting to put things on the return. So, guys,
which is actually that's actually a better thing for like the Bitcoin long argument, you know?
Yeah, but you know, I know it breaks a lot of Bitcoiners' hearts because they're like, I don't have to pay taxes on it. You know, I'm like, actually,
actually,
you do. Trust me.
Actually, if you guys, it's like if you guys want to, if you want to play that Bitcoin needs to be taken serious card, well, it's got to be regulated. You can't just make money on it and not, have any type of tax consequence at all. So there's only a matter of time before you guys see that.
Yes, and let me put this to rest now. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The screenwriter said as much. You guys can check my Twitter. I actually tweeted about it. Thank you for getting that out there right now as we are in we're counting down the days to Christmas. Die Hard is a Christmas movie for sure. Oh, I saw things about Airbnb. Everybody wants to
there's a lot of questions about Airbnb. Let's just kind of jump on that. We'll take that because I knew we were going to get a lot of questions about Airbnb today. Airbnb expected to go public. I think they're coming out at like a 30 billion valuation.
Yeah. And Wednesday, right? Wednesday's the day.
Yeah.
So
ABNB.
Yeah. Did you ever call? Did you hear back from
I did. I asked my guy at JP Morgan if they had an allocation for me. They didn't. So guys, I tried actually. So I'm a private client with JP Morgan Wealth Management. I have like a lot of my retirement accounts, my portfolios, my long-term portfolios, and my SEP IRA. I have everything. I have that all with JP Morgan Wealth Management. And as a private client, I can sometimes get allocations to pre-IPOs. I tried. I contacted them asking if I can get an allocation for Airbnb, but I couldn't. They didn't. I don't know if maybe I just kind of asked a little bit too late. If I asked a while ago, maybe I could have got some, but I didn't get it. I didn't get anything.
Yeah. It's kind of par for the course. It's like, wait, how much do we manage? Oh, it's not $100 million. No allocation for you.
Yeah, no allocation for you. I was like,
I'm hoping that so the expected IPO is somewhere between $44 and $50.
Yeah.
It's not going to shock me to see this thing 55, 60.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I'm prepared. Hoping for the worst, hoping for the best. I like my hope is always when we go into these IPOs that they IPO like Facebook, Facebook IPO to like $35 and then like drop down to 20, which is crazy if you think about it.
I think it was over. If I'm not mistaken, I think Facebook basically was over 40, and I believe the underwriters were sitting bid at 40, trying to hold the stock up at 40 on the day of its IPO. And I've never seen in my entire life that instance where you had so much volume being transacted at one particular price and it just not move. There was a moment with Facebook where there was like maybe a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute like point throughout the course of the day where the stock was at, I believe it was $40, if I'm not mistaken. This was so long ago. I believe it was $40, and you just saw thousands and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of shares being sold into the bid. If it wasn't 40, if it wasn't 40, it was somewhere right around 40. And you saw, and it was the underwriter. It was the bank that took the company public, and it was their job to help maintain an orderly market for the clients. And they sat there and they took in all of that stock. I've never seen that much volume transact at one particular price and have one buyer just sit there and just soak the whole thing up until they finally just said, we can't buy anymore. And they just finally stepped away, and you saw the stock just go. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable when I was watching that. That was one of the biggest. That was probably one of the worst structured IPOs that I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's see. We got another question here from Almighty Zeus. What's the best advice you were given as a trader that changed the most for you? Whew. You know, I don't think it was necessarily like one particular piece of advice, but it was, it was definitely from my mentor, who was my boss at the hedge fund, my senior portfolio manager, who was my direct boss, the guy I reported to. He was also one of the partners of the fund. When I was young in my trading career, I never had a problem with big wins. I never had a problem making really big trades, but I also had really big losing trades. And it wasn't until I was able to get my losing trades under control that I really started to progress and succeed as a trader. And I think one of the best quotes that my mentor ever said to me was, and you guys have heard me say it, I've said it to a lot of you, and I've taken this quote from him, but this is where I got it from, where, remember this quote: successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. And that one quote kind of helped put things into perspective for me, because once you get to a certain point as a trader and your win rate gets to a certain point where, like, think of it this way: if you are a 65% trader or a 70% trader or a 75% trader, meaning your win rate will take care of itself. The profit will be there from your accuracy as a trader if you just maintain and manage the losses to the downside. Because if you're right 6 or 7 times out of 10, all you need to do is make sure that the times that you're right, you're making more money than the times that you're wrong, and you will be consistently profitable month after month after month after month, year after year after year. But it's the traders that when they go into a trade, okay, when they go into a trade, they sit there and they, wow, Paul, my man, 93% win rate last week. Now we're talking. Hell yeah, Paul. Nice job, man. Really nice job. But yeah, what we're talking, it's like so many traders, they swing for the fences and they try to think of like, oh, this is the one trade that's going to change, okay, my life. Like, this is the one trade I'm going to double my account, I don't know.
Hey, I have some advice.
Go ahead.
Look, I go by the rules of Carney. Okay. So I never had a real mentor. My mentor was in like books, right? So my fictional character mentor is a guy named Dean Carney. He's got 8 rules. I suggest you Google it. Probably my favorite one, which is something I use every day, which I think that you guys in TTG can see in my trading style, is never get into anything that you can't get out of by the closing bell, right? That's it. Pretty simple. That, and nobody goes broke taking profit. If taking profit is your worst habit or the thing that's killing you the most, it's a good problem to have, right? Very, very simple. Last week, TTG Wolf trades 100%. Mike trades 74, up 11 grand. Love my lifetime TTG.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Oh, nice guy. Nice, man. $11,000 profit on the week. That's what I'm talking about. Guy, we go, man. Nice. B Matt, his first $1,000 day. B Matt, his first $1,000 day on Friday. B Matt, congratulations. First of many.
What'd you trade?
First of many.
What'd you trade, B-Mac? What was the guy's name for the rules? Oh, Dean Carney. It's from the book Ugly Americans by Ben Mesrick. I suggest you guys read it. It's a true story. Oh, thanks to X and Laser.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Can't wait for Laser. I want Laser to pull back tomorrow.
I want Laser to pull back so bad, but honestly, I hope it gaps up too, because
I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. just to buy it.
Yeah, and see where it's at. I'm telling you, this stock can get into the 50s.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, man, I think I sold too much. And I still have a really good position size, but I'm like, I think I sold too much. And I'm trying not to be greedy, but I'm like, man, this is exactly how I felt about Palantir. And then I hate it. And I don't want to hate laser because I hate Palantir right now. I'll hate it when it gets back to 19, but right now I hate it.
Massimo says, Mike and Jason, do you guys use a discounted cash flow valuation method to determine the value of a current investment, or do you guys just focus on charts and patterns before you buy stocks? Okay, so Massimo, if we're talking about active trading, I don't use anything like that at all whatsoever when it comes to active trading. My active trading is based on chart setups, patterns, overall news events like market sentiment, momentum, and chart patterns and technicals when it comes to my active trading. My long-term investments, I don't necessarily use like a discounted cash flow valuation. I'll look at how many times earnings, a stock is trading for me to determine if I think it's overvalued or undervalued compared to industry peers. Like if you have one cloud computing company that's trading at 260 times earnings, and then you have another cloud computing company trading at 36 times earnings, well, you can, figure out the math to see which one I think is overvalued at that current price. But I don't use any type of discounted cash flow valuation. Like I'm not, that's something that an analyst would go through to put a buy, sell recommendation on a stock or to give a stock a price target. That is not what I do when it comes to my trading at all.
Yeah, look, especially day to day, you can't overthink it. You don't need to get that deep into the weeds. Now, if you're looking at something where you really want to go long term and, your time horizon is 5 years, 10 years, whatever, then yeah, like that type of modeling is really invaluable. Whether you're investing in a biotech company or an energy company, but this market has provided you a lot of companies that don't deserve the valuation, and if you looked at companies just based off of that, you'd never go anywhere near them, and you would have missed out on some of the biggest runs that I've ever seen.
Yeah. There's so many. I mean, Amazon,
Zoom,
Tesla,
Shopify.
Yep.
I mean, Roku. I mean, we could spit out tickers all day.
Yeah. Nice, Lance. Lance, 95% success rate last week. Profit was amazing.
Lance.
Way to go, Lance. Lance, you've been on fire since you joined, bro. I think Lance just joined like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's been killing.
Lance, what are you trading? 95%? That sounds good.
What do you think of Salesforce? I like Salesforce down here. I think that the sell-off from the Slack acquisition is actually a pretty good buying opportunity for long term. Now, I already own Salesforce, so I haven't added to my position or anything like that. I own a pretty good chunk of Salesforce. I thought about kind of adding to it. I might add to it down here. I mean, I own it much cheaper in my long-term portfolio, but I do think that this sell-off on the back of the Slack acquisition, I think it's buyable. I think the Slack acquisition is going to turn out to be a good move for Salesforce, and I think that in quarters to come, when the acquisition really gets integrated into Salesforce, I think it's a good acquisition. I think that it's a good buying opportunity if you're looking for a long-term hold or a long-term entry on CRM. Glenny Trades, my man, nice job. 120% profit rate last week. That's sick.
Is it too late to get into mushroom stocks, or what mushroom stock should I get into? That was the question. Yeah, look, this is the thing. Mushroom stocks have been around for a minute. Let's put it that way. You're going to be paying a premium. You have to understand that. This, going back to the previous question, this is a time when you go and you look at balance sheets and everything like that. What companies are doing, like cash on hand, debt, share structure, everything like that, because a lot of these mushroom companies have already run. You know, you have CMPS, which is the biggest one with a $1.8 billion market cap. That's Compass Pathways. That IPO'd at 22. It hit 55 last week. The other one in the space is MindMed, who's got Bruce Perlowin behind it. It trades on the NEO exchange. It's, you know, it's a good one also, $600 million market cap. And there are a couple of other ones, but, you know, Atai Life Sciences is one you're going to have to watch out for if you're interested in the space. That is one that I intend to get into heavily. I will definitely be alerting it at some point. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is when, like the question before, when you want to do, you know, cash flow analysis and stuff like that, you need to go for company. Look, don't invest in any company that says they're going to make, they've got like, you know, micro dosing, like where you can like buy it in like Europe or whatever. You want to focus on companies that are trying to create some kind of delivery method to combat something, you know, or solve a problem for the pharma companies. Those are the companies that will have a future. That's what Compass Pathways does. That's what a few others do. So take that approach, or you can chase the shiny object. Which is fine. Just understand that you're chasing a shiny object, and you know you could get blown up. Like a bunch of people got blown up in this company called Shroom. It was SHRM, ran up, and I think it's still halted. So.
Good. So we just an update from Lance. 3 weeks he's been a TGD member. He's up $43,685.
What the hell has he been trading? Why isn't he sharing trades with us?
he said he was trading everything that I traded. Was what he said. Lance, great job, man. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible, man. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. It's real money, brother. Keep it up. We've got another question from James. What are the best indicators and time frames to use in active trading during the day? Haven't been able to figure this out, the why of certain indicators. Okay. What I will say to you here, James, and everyone else that there's probably a lot of beginner traders that have similar questions. So James, thank you for asking that question, because I'm sure that this is going to help a lot of people that are on this live. The time frames that I use for active trading are 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, hourly, daily, and weekly. I do not use a 1 minute chart. Okay. I do not use a 1 minute chart. 1 minute charts, I think, should only be used by scalpers. If you are a scalper, then you should use 1 minute charts. If you're not, I don't think that you should. Scalpers are traders that get in and out of their trades within seconds. Okay. If that is not a style that you are implementing, you should not be using 1 minute charts. I think 1 minute charts give you too much noise and too many false signals unless you're a scalper. Okay. So I use 3, 5, 15 hourly, daily, and weeklies. And then when it comes to technical indicators, less is more. Okay. Less is more. Too many people use way too many indicators. And the thing about indicators are many of them are redundant. Okay. There's really only 3 main types of indicators, and many of them are are a similar type. They give you the same information, but it's just presented in a different way. You don't, for example, you don't need, 3 different oscillator indicators. There's no need for it. So less is more when it comes to technical indicators, as far as I'm concerned. The indicators that I use on my active trading is obviously volume. A lot of people don't realize it, but volume is a technical indicator. So volume, which is the single most important technical indicator that there is to know. I use Fibonacci retracement levels. I use VWAP. I use the trade line, which for me is the 9 exponential moving average. And then I will also use the MACD. I use the MACD more for swing trading than I do active day trading. The RSI as well, but I don't use that at all ever for day trading. For the RSI, I will use that on swing trading. So MACD and RSI mostly on swing trading. I'll also use the 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day simple moving average on the daily chart and on the weekly chart. But like I said, intraday, it's just volume, VWAP, trade line, Fibonacci levels. You could also use, like, I know a lot of people are coming and say, what about Bollinger Bands? Bollinger Bands are fine. I don't use them. That doesn't, just because I don't use them does not mean they're bad. Bollinger Bands are great. I know a lot of people that use them. It's just, I don't use them, but that doesn't mean that you can't. But just remember, don't have a chart where there's 15 different things going on. Like when I look at your chart should not look like this. Okay. If I pull up your chart and I'm like, hey, show me a setup, and your chart, looks like this, and I'm like, what the hell are you showing me right now? Like, what in God's name is? If your chart looks like that, just forget it. You will your information overload. It's like, that's what I mean by less is more when it comes to technical indicators, guys.
Yeah, I use the MACD. I don't, and I watch stock. That's it. So I saw some questions. I'm just gonna fire this out quickly because they keep coming up. ERBB, American Green, is that a good weed company? No, it's a scam. It's just to sell shares. So if you buy something at 003, you're buying garbage. What are my thoughts on Cureleaf? Cureleaf is one of my biggest holdings. It's symbol CURLF. They are the biggest marijuana company in terms of market cap in North America with a actually, I think they're like 9.8 billion market cap in CAD. I don't know what that comes out to in real money, but it's still a lot. 238 million revenue.
Real money?
Real money. And when I go to Canada, I always pick up the bill. I'm like, oh, this is like going to McDonald's. Yeah, guys, a lot of these companies, guys, you don't want to buy anything that's like sub penny or a couple pennies. Like, that's just garbage. Please, for the love of God, stay away from it. I think far too often, especially with pot stocks, people think, oh, this one's cheap, I can buy 10,000 shares.
Right.
Well, you know what? If your 10,000 shares drops 80% in a couple of days, well, you still lose 80% of your money. And if I buy stock that's $100 a share and it goes up 50%, I'm still going to be making more money than you. Guys, the only thing that matters is the return on investment, that percentage. Do not get honeydicked into thinking, oh, I need more shares, that for some all of a sudden the rules of math are not going to apply to you, and that, oh, I've got 10 million of shares of ERBB. Like ERBB, it's like a million shares is like $2,000 or something like that. I made a lot of money on it in 2014, truth be told, but I'm telling you now, it is a garbage company. All right.
Yeah, guys, there's a reason, like, if you're buying a stock and the price is 0.002, like, there's a reason why the stock is 0.0008. Like, there's a reason why it's one share costs you a fraction of a penny, not $20 or $50 or $100. There's a reason the stock is that cheap. Please do not dump your money and invest in those stocks.
Yeah, I know somebody that lost $100,000 on ERBB back in 2014. I know a lot of people, and I made an absolute killing on it. It was a different time, but I was also smart enough to be like, this company is never going to do. They've been trying to do a weed vending machine since 2014. So, guys, there's a lot of really good companies to focus on that are not like any of these. Okay. Don't buy Ianthus. Ianthus is garbage. Don't buy Hexo. Hexo is garbage. Aurora, garbage. You want to focus on Trueleaf, Green Thumb, Cureleaf, Cresco Labs, TerraScend, the ETF, MSOS, if you can't buy any of these things on your platform. We go through all these tickers, guys. And I've been literally pounding the table when MSOS went public, And, you know, it went public at 25. I bought at 25. It pulled back to 22. Now it's, you know, 33 or 35, you know, but all the pot stocks that we've been in are, I mean, everything's up at a minimum of 50%. So guys, there's much better things instead of like white knuckling it with a penny stock, you know, talking about, oh, it's the market makers holding this down. It's the short. As soon as you have that conversation with somebody, just get out. It's time to go.
We got a couple of questions here a couple of good ones that just popped through, Jay. William Preston says, with your service, are you live at 9:30 a.m. to provide guidance on trades? William Preston, we are live at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time to provide guidance on pre-market action, our watch list, our game plan, trades pre-market, economic data, commodity pricing, market sentiment, game plans. And we're live throughout the entire course of the trading day to provide guidance with all of our trades. All of our trades are called out in chat verbally over the microphone before we enter a trade. And then we also send out push notifications, text messages, and emails whenever we enter and exit trades. I've got another question here. Let's see, where was the other one? There's another question here that I had. Here we go. James Hong says, Mike, how do you know volume is picking up in real time? I can only really know until the volume bar is set after the fact, unless it's really obvious. James, you've got to be able to look at a volume bar in comparison to the prior one and understand the time of the volume bar that you're in. Like, if you have a 3-minute candle on a volume bar and the last 3-minute candle traded, a million shares, and if you just got into your next volume bar and you're only 1 minute in and it's already up to 800,000 shares, then you know that you have more volume coming in at that moment than you do prior. Or if your previous candle was 1 million shares and now you're in the 3rd minute of that next candle and you're only at 500, that's a slowdown in volume. It's going to be relative to the candle prior, and just kind of understanding like how deep you are into the timing of that candle. Now, that's going to be different based on the time frame of the chart that you're looking at. Like if you're looking at a 5-minute chart or a 3-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, but understanding how deep you are in that candle is important for you to understand how to read volume if it's increasing or decreasing. Let's see. Nice. Glenn Wilson says, I've been winning 7 trades a day almost every day. Glenn, that's sick, man. That's sick.
I'd like an alert. I like to win.
SPACs. So someone just said that all the SPACs, continued higher Friday after the close. Guys, the SPACs are obviously red hot. We've been focusing on SPACs a lot in chat. We've been trading QS, LAZR, SBE, CIIC. There's so many SPACs. SPTK, I think, was the other one. Guys, there are so many SPACs. They're all LCA. All of them are going absolutely crazy. The small cap market has slowed down over the last week. Okay, the small cap market has slowed down, and it's because the day traders' attentions are being pulled into the SPACs. So you have less traders, less people like me, okay, less people like a Jason or other traders around the world. You have less traders that are focusing on, the $2, $3, $4, small cap that's gapping up on the day. And they're focusing on the $15, $18, $20, $25, $30 stock. Okay, that is a SPAC play that is completing a merger or is voting on a merger. Okay, and then they're just going nuts. So that action in the SPAC is pulling it. Okay, that action in the SPAC is pulling it. What?
Nothing. Just keep going. Talk about the SPACs. I'm in 3 SPACs right now, which is crazy. I'm in 2 weed SPACs. One just started moving after hours on Friday. And then the other one just kind of sucks. I'm in laser also. That's awesome. So I'm up a bunch of money on that one. But yeah, guys, I don't know, man. Small caps, there's too much action everywhere. I don't like, I know people love small caps. Man, the action everywhere else, you see it, right? Small caps, no follow through, right, Mike?
Yeah, they don't. They don't have the small caps don't have follow through right now, and that's what I'm saying. Small caps don't have follow through right now, and it's, in my opinion, it's because you have a lot of traders. A lot of traders are just moving their attention over and they're trading these SPACs. Guys, these SPACs are going from non-existing, no volume, and all of a sudden they're trading 50 million shares at $30. Like these stocks are going nuts. They're going nuts. And these are just, day traders that are coming in and they're catching those moves. I mean, when you guys look at, laser went from, Jason bought it at 22. The stock went to what, 34, 35 on Friday?
34, 44.
Yeah. So you're talking about a stock that went from $21 to 34 in one day. So it's like, well, when you have that type of action, those type of moves, that's going to pull day traders' attentions towards that, and it's going to pull them away from the leading small cap gapper, the $2 stock that's gapping up 50%. Traders are going to care less about that, and they're going to care more about the SPAC that's up $10 on the day. And
they should.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, I look at it, my approach is minimalistic, right? This is how I look at it. And I'll tell you, and this is for me personally, because I trade on my phone. You guys know that. I like to execute all my trades on my phone. I've got my laptop. I don't trade small caps for one reason. If I was trading on my phone, okay, let's say I'm driving somewhere, or somebody's driving me because I don't trade and drive, and my phone just blew up, okay, or I took a selfie out the window, my phone flew away, whatever, and I was in a small cap, I would be shitting my pants. You can trade something like laser, and the reason they're going away from because of no follow through, but some of these companies are giving you small cap type action and you can hold it.
Yeah.
Like laser. I mean,
you don't have to worry about an offering.
Right. You don't have to worry about this thing halted 50 times.
Yeah.
Like if I trade a small cap, which is almost never. Okay. One, I do it for like a minute. Okay. I'm like, and I'll send Mike a picture and he's like, you're so crazy trading this on your phone with no hotkeys. And I'm like, yeah, but that's it. And honestly, like I have to be feeling like extra gambly, to do that. But some of these companies are giving you the types of moves that, I mean, look, like small caps will be dead the day that Airbnb goes public. Because I expect that thing to just, and it's got everything. It's got everything for the market, right? It's got the name recognition. It's got, people have been wanting to get into Airbnb for a while. It's got a valuation that's cut in half, because of COVID, So the anticipation is that it's going to run up and people are going to pay a premium for that. Then you're going to have a whole group that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to wait for the pullback. Then that group's going to end up coming back and chasing this thing. DoorDash, we'll see. I mean, I took the contrarian approach to Mike. Mike says, I agree. Like, I mean, it's not really an IPO I want to get into, but if they come out at a low valuation, it's not going to be too bad of one.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. There are 1,300 people that are live watching this right now. And we have 300 likes. Are you guys kidding me right now?
Hold on, I got this.
Guys, right now, we're stopping until we get to 500 likes right now. I'm not going to say another word until we get to 500 likes. Guys, smash that like button. Show Jason and I how much you guys appreciate the time, energy, and effort that we put into all of these lives, answering your questions, okay, doing everything that we can to help you guys become better traders, more consistently profitable traders. Go ahead, guys, right now and smash that like button. Here we go. Look, just like that, 500 new likes. Look at that. Hey, that's it. We just had to ask. We just had to ask. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. We had a couple of JOs.
I'm almost offended you had to ask for that because you asked.
Right? Come on, guys.
Guys, I do want to thank some of you, okay? You guys pushed me over the edge on Twitter today. Hit a milestone on Twitter, double nickel. Thank you.
55?
55,000 today.
55,000 followers on Twitter. Nice.
Don't worry,
There we go, guys. See, look at that. Just like that. Over now we have, there's 600. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. It really does let Jason and I know how much you guys appreciate the energy and time that we put into these. Guys, it's 9:30 at night. I could be laying in bed. I could be relaxing. I could be working out at the gym. I could be watching some show on Netflix, but I'm not. I'm here with you guys. I'm here answering your questions. Why are you making faces, Jay?
Because I was just like, not going to find me working out at the gym at 9:30 at night. I'm like,
mate, why not, man? You got to get it in when you can, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather just be getting it in, instead of going to the gym. Guys, I'm married. I don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah, this is true.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, ladies. I don't wear a wedding ring because I lost it in my car somewhere. But I've got the most average body you've ever seen, and that just happens to be my wife's thing. So, sorry. Maybe in another life.
Good stuff. All right, guys, listen up. Before we go down a crazy path, guys, real quick. We have a lot of new people that are on the live tonight. I know, like we said, we had a couple of new people kind of join us from different channels, from social media. So like I said, I wanted to welcome all the new faces that are on here. And I want to see how many of the new people that are on the live. Listen, guys, seriously, if this is your first time on the live, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're always doing these live Q&As. We're always answering questions, giving you guys trade ideas, trade recaps, other pieces of information, education for free on the channel. So make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the notifications. Then obviously smash the like button for us, okay? But I want to see how many of you that are on here, how many of you are brand new, like brand new to trading, not just brand new to the live stream. How many of you are brand new to trading? If you're new, type the number 1 chat real quick. So I want to get a feel for how many newbies versus how many experienced traders that we have on the live right now. All right. That's a lot of ones. Woo, that's a lot of ones. Good. Beautiful. Wow, that's a lot of ones, guys. That is a lot of ones. That's a lot of ones. All right, good. Guys, listen, seriously. So for those of you that are all brand new, that are brand new to trading, I commend you for coming on this live stream. I commend you for putting the time and effort to get an education and to be sitting on here. Because like I said, just like me, you guys, you could be laying in bed watching Netflix or working out at the gym or, eating or doing something else, anything other than being on here trying to further your education and get a professional education. So I do commend you. And, it all starts with an education. A lot of people, a lot of people will doubt you when you tell, I'm going to start trading. A lot of people are going to laugh. A lot of people are going to doubt you. And the reason for that is because most traders that you probably have heard of will end up failing. And the reason why they fail is because they do not get an education. Okay, you might hear the stats that like 90% of traders fail, and that stat might be true, but it's not true because trading is some impossible task. Okay, Jason and I are living, breathing, eating proof. okay, that trading is not an impossible task. The reason why traders fail is because they don't know what they're doing. They don't get education. They just dump money into a trading account and they just start trading. They just start going at it. It's like, what makes you think you can just step into someone else's professional arena and excel without any type of training or any type of education? You wouldn't do that literally with any other profession. Okay, you wouldn't do that with any other profession. You know, Jason was like that. Jason was one of you guys. You know, Jason started off, okay, not, you know, without knowing what he was doing. You know, Jason was working a regular job and was able to become a successful enough trader to where he was able to take the, what was it? You started with like 10 grand, Jay, right?
I actually started with 1,500. So I put in 10 grand over a 6-month period, and I've been living off of that 10 grand ever since. And
there you go.
13.
Guys, this is what is possible. You know, when you guys just get an education, you know, just get an education, go through it. Don't try to run before you walk. Too many people, they put their money into their accounts and they just start going crazy and they end up losing all their money. And most people don't have, you know, endless amounts of capital just to keep loading into their trading account. Once they blow it, and that's it. And they're like, oh, I failed. Well, you didn't really fail at trading. You just failed at gambling because it's all you were doing. You had no idea what you were doing. Get education first, because becoming a consistently profitable trader, guys, is well within reach. It's extremely realistic. Jason's living, breathing, eating proof of telling his boss to go screw. And now trades from his lawn chair in his backyard on his cell phone and lives a very comfortable life with Star Wars memorabilia behind him.
It's true.
These are facts. These are facts. All right. So what I want to do here, guys, I actually want all of you that are brand new to trading. Okay. All of you that are brand new to trading, I want you guys to we're going to spend the last couple of minutes. Okay. We're going to spend the last couple of minutes of the Q&A, and then we're going to get into the outlook for the week. But the last couple of minutes I want to spend on newbie questions. I want those of you that are brand new, if you type the number 1, you know, a lot of people are asking us like, oh, what do you think about this stock? What do you think about this stock? And that might be, you know, our answers might be a little over your head. You might be having like, hey, how do I buy a stock? Or how do I get started? How much money do I need to get started? If you have a question that maybe you were embarrassed to ask because you feel like it's a stupid question, now's your time to step onto the floor here and ask a question as a newbie, guys. Believe me, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I've been doing this for 16 years, but I also had a day one. All right. So go ahead, guys, answer questions. Kenneth says, what is a gap up or a gap down? So Kenneth, a gap up or gap down is when a stock opens for trade either above or below the price that it closed at the previous day. So let's say the stock market closes today. Well, tomorrow, stock market closed today, but let's say tomorrow, the stock market, you're looking at stock ABC, the stock closes at $17 tomorrow. Then let's say on Tuesday, when the stock market opens, the stock starts trading at $18.50. That's a gap up. Okay, that's a gap up. When a stock opens for trade above the price it closed at the prior day, if a stock opens below the price it closed at the prior day, that's a gap down. Do you use trailing stops? I don't use trailing stops because I monitor my positions. I'm in front of my computer all day long. I like to take profits myself. But if you're someone that works a full-time job, or you need to step away from your computer, or you're not paying attention to your position because of maybe something going on with work, setting trailing stops is perfectly fine. Do you use pre-market highs as take profit indicators? Not necessarily, no. I like setting my take profit areas based on price action that is established while the markets are open. Pre-market levels are more of a scalper's strategy, where you might get a quick little pullback or a quick little bounce off of a pre-market high or pre-market low. But support and resistance levels that are put in while the market's open are going to have more significance than pre-market levels, simply because of volume. So pre-market, it's a fraction of the volume participants. When the market's open, you have 100% market participants. What?
What do you think of Genius Brands? Sorry. I saw a question. Can you scalp options? Is it more profitable? Yes, I scalp options every day. You know, instead of scalping stock, yeah, it's definitely going to be more profitable, especially if you're catching moves. Like I can trade Apple, or, you know, in which case I'm buying $120,000 worth of Apple during the day, which I don't really necessarily want to do. Or I could buy like 10 call options or put options and just scalp a channel, you know. Yeah, so remember this, when you're trading options, every penny is equal to $1. So it's definitely more profitable to trade an option, so long as you're right. Okay. Mm-hmm. The risk is if you're wrong, you're going to lose a lot of money.
A couple of questions here. We got Eddie says, how many stocks can I buy if I have $1,000? Well, that's going to depend if you have a margin account or a cash account. If you have a cash account, you'll be able to buy $1,000 worth. If you have a margin account, you'll be able to get probably 4 times leverage. So which means you'll be able to buy $4,000. But you will be bound under PDT rule if you are on a margin account with that little amount of money in the account, which means that you'll be able to only make 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period. A day trade is when you buy a stock today and you sell it today. That's a day trade. You'll be able to do that 3 times in a 5-day period if you use a margin account. Somebody asked, can TTG do a small account challenge to 1,000 to 25,000? My answer is no. The reason why I'm not going to do a small account challenge, the reason why Jason's not going to do a small account challenge is because we trade with very large size, and I'm not going to make myself trade with $1,000 position just for the sake of a marketing tactic. I'm not going to purposely make less money just so I can go on YouTube and say, look, I turned $1,000 into $25,000. You know,
yeah, I think they do small account challenges because they have small accounts.
Yeah, this is true too. You know, it's just a marketing ploy, guys. I'm not going to. You're never going to see me do a small account challenge. I'm not going to purposely make less money.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be hard. Look, technically, it wouldn't be hard to do it. I just don't want to go through the process of opening up an account, put $1,000 in or $500 in to mirror my trades that I'm doing, because then I'm just like going from account to account. And, you know, yeah. I get like tinnitus in my thumb from doing all that switching. Guys, I don't want to do that. You know?
Grant says, what is a bid and ask? Okay, so Grant, so a bid is the price that people are trying to buy a stock at, and the ask is the price that people are trying to sell the stock at. So the bid are all buy orders, the ask are all sell orders. Sam Acevedo said, just small cap, you guys can just take care of. Guys, I'm not going to do a small account challenge. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I trade with a very large account. I'm not going to trade with $500 or $1,000 just to appease YouTube.
I blew up my option account last year because I have different accounts, and I did a small account challenge for 2 weeks as punishment. But it really wasn't that small. I was like, wait, I can't. I was like, wait, what's a cash account? Never again. I'm never going back. You can't get me. You can't get me to go back.
Yeah, that's true. Chance Vegas says, guys, there's enough TTG members that have done it. You guys don't have to. That's true. It is true.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, guys, I think that just about does it for our Q&A. I think that just about does it for our Q&A. I think we can start to kind of dive in now and get into kind of the meat and potatoes here of what we expect to happen here this week. Before we do dive in, am I losing you, Wolf? Are you?
I hang out.
No, I think. What do you? All right, guys, listen. Reese's.
Nice. Halloween candy.
Nice. You're always snacking on something, man. You're always snacking on something. All right, man. I'm gonna go get into this now with the kind of what we expect here, what we're looking for the weekly outlook. Wolf, thank you very much, sir, for joining me here this evening.
Guys, I know that you're going to miss me. But please hang in there with Mike. He's got a lot of good stuff to say. But I'm just leaving now because I don't want to give you the gems here. Mike's going to show you how to get the gems tomorrow, or be there when the gems come out of my mouth.
We're dipping a little bit in the futures. We're down a quarter point.
Good, because that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, we're down a quarter. We're down a quarter point now on futures, so we're going to see what we can get maybe this week. We're looking for a little bit of a pullback here to see if we can get some reloads on some positions, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you bright and early in TTG. Take care and comb your hair. Bye.
Later, Wolf. All right, guys. So for those of you that were newbies, all right, those of you guys that were asking us a bunch of questions, like I said, so if everyone that typed that number 1 there in chat, for everybody that typed the number 1 there in chat, and anyone else that has been asking, because I've seen a couple of people ask, before I get into the outlook for the week, and so I'm going to tell you guys what I think the markets are going to do this week, what I think we're going to do in the EV sector. A lot of people ask me about the EV sector for the last couple of weeks. I'll tell you guys what I expect out of those stocks also coming into the week as well. But for those of you that are new, and those of you guys that are looking to get yourselves an education before you start, diving in and you start, trading without really knowing what you guys are doing, we do have a 7-day trial that I just want to make sure you're all aware of. Guys, it's just a one-time payment of $3. Okay, that's it. It's a 7-day trial where you guys will be able to access our member dashboard for 7 days. That's going to give you access to you'll be able to see all the resources and tools that are available to you as a member in TTG. It is just a one-time payment, guys, of $3. That's it. It's not reoccurring. It's less than a cup of coffee. You guys can go to ttgthree.com, and that's going to get you access to our stock profile tool, which is our due diligence tool, where you guys can actually type in a ticker symbol, okay, in our profile tool. Type in a ticker symbol. You're going to download a PDF report. That's going to have general information on the company, SEC filings, corporate news, insider transactions, analyst ratings, all that's going to be in a downloadable PDF report. You can do this as many times as you want. You can do this for 100 different stocks if you guys want. That's our stock profile too. You're also going to get our daily watch list, which is the list of stocks that we are watching on the day, how we plan on profiting from them, where we plan on buying, where we plan on selling those stocks. You're also going to get 3 courses. This is crucial. 3 courses that are included with your trial membership. I wrote them myself for this program. Guys, these courses are guaranteed to make you guys better traders. Whether you've never traded stock a day in your life, like we do this for 10 years, these 3 courses have multiple chapters and multiple lessons. The courses alone are probably worth a few $100. They're included for just $3 with your trial. I encourage you guys to join the trial and go through these courses. I promise they will be the best $3 that you have ever spent just by getting those courses. You're also going to be able to get access to our trading chat room live for 3 days. Okay. You're going to be able to come in our chat where I share my screen. Our other moderators share their screen. You see exactly what we're looking at. We are all on the microphone talking to you live. Okay. I tell everybody in chat what I am buying, where I am buying before I actually do it. Okay, so I will come on the microphone and I will tell you guys, okay, guys, ABCD, I'm looking at this stock. Stock's at 1050. I'm looking for a pullback into 1015, 1020. I'm going to be a buyer. I will tell everybody that I'm buying the stock before I actually buy it. So it makes it very easy for you guys to follow along with my trades if you would like to. And then once my order executes, a push notification pops up in chat notifying you that I have been filled. Okay, and I'm now long at that price. This is my stop loss. You guys get all of that information. And then when I'm taking profit, same thing. On the microphone telling you guys, I'm taking some profit off the table. I said, guys, my first take profit target's 1150. I'm going to sell 25% of my position in front of it. Then the stock gets up there to 1150. Bang, my order fills. You get a push notification. It's very easy to follow along with my trades. I'm not a scalper. My trades last several minutes to several hours, sometimes several days long. Okay, and you guys will be able to get it in there in chat and trade with us live throughout the course of the trading day. Also keeping in mind that the trading chat room is just like 30% of your membership, guys. We have access to so many other resources and tools that are available to you as a full-time member, but this is a great way for you guys to get started, especially for those of you that type number 1 in chat. You guys want to see if True Trading Group is right for you, get a feel for what a professional education can do for you, because you guys are going to get the same education that I got when I worked at a hedge fund. That's the same education that I provide to my TGG members. And a good way to get started is with going to ttgthree.com. That is the URL at the bottom of your screen. Guys, it's $3. It's a one-time payment of $3. It's not recurring. You guys have nothing to lose. But if you want to check us out there, you guys can do so by going to that website. Okay. You can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time during your trial if you want, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay. And then after your 7 days, if you guys don't want to become a full member, it just expires. There's no reoccurring charge. Okay. Your trial membership will just expire. All right. Now, with that being said, guys, I want to take things over now to the lessons that I want to talk about, or not necessarily lessons, but let's get into kind of the stock market outlook. What I expect the market to do this week. For those of you that are interested, I'm going to leave this trial URL right here pinned to the bottom of the screen. In case you guys are interested, you guys can jot that down, or you can go visit that URL once we're done here with the live. I'll leave that up there. And then after the weekly outlook, guys, get ready, get excited, because I am giving away 5 free laptops right here tonight live on this live stream. I'm giving away 5 free laptops. So you guys want to make sure that you stick around once I'm done with the weekly outlook. I'm going to tell you guys what I think the market's going to do. We'll talk about the EV sector, and then I'm giving away 5 free laptops. All right. So let's dive in. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the charts. Let's go over what we think we can expect here coming into the week. All right. So let's go over to the SPY. We're going to start things off with the overall markets here. You guys can see we hit new all-time highs on Friday. Okay. All-time highs on Friday. Not only did we touch all-time highs, we got an all-time closing high on the SPY. We have not quite gotten our, did we get a closing high? Yep, we got a closing high on the NASDAQ, and we got a closing high on the Dow. Now, what I want to point out to you guys on the Dow, this is a key level for the Dow. This 30,000 was resistance like you couldn't believe the entire month of November. You see on this is your diamonds, which is your ETF that tracks the Dow. Okay, you see all that resistance up there at 300. That's your resistance at 30,000 on the Dow, and we broke above that cleanly and closed above it. Okay, we got a clean close above it on that 300 number. Okay, so that puts you over 30,000. It's a clean break on Friday above that level on the Dow, and then now I'm going to go back over to the SPY, and like I said, the SPY puts us up over at new all-time highs. Now, the futures market, okay, right now the futures market puts us at 36.90, so that puts us at 369. Okay, 369. So we're just slightly down, ever so slightly red. We're red 0.2%, tiny. Okay, tiny red. All right, the level that I am going to be looking for on the SPY is 364. 364 to 364.50 is the support level I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to take you guys over to a 15-minute chart just so we can take a deeper look right now into the price action on the SPY, so I can show you the levels that I am looking at. Okay, the levels I'm looking at here are this 364 to 364.50. If we get a pullback on the SPY, this is the area that I think we're going to get a very, very, very nice area of support, and it will give us a buying area. This is a buyable pullback if we get, so like I said, right now we're down a little less than a quarter point. We're down about 0.2% on the futures. Now, I'm hoping, as is the wolf, that we get a bigger pullback tomorrow. I'm hoping we get a bigger pullback tomorrow, and there are going to be 2 areas of support that we are going to focus on tomorrow if we get the pullback. The first level is a minor support level. The second is a major support, is a more significant or more major support level. Let's first talk about the minor support level. Okay. And as we talk about the minor support level, guys, it's going to be right here around 367.50. Okay. Right here around 367.50. Again, I'm on a 15-minute chart right now. And what you will see is this area of resistance that held for the last couple of days on the SPY. And then we had that breakout rally day Friday where we really broke through and above that area of resistance. Remember this little red candle? This red candle, the little sell-off there Thursday before the bell, that was the news of Pfizer's vaccine, a little bit of a supply issue, pushing out some of the vaccine amounts or vaccine doses to be ready after the new year instead of being ready in December. And you had that quick pullback, but then the markets quickly bought that back up and pushed us to new all-time highs. So this level is going to be your first minor area of support. If we get a continued pullback tomorrow, that's your first potential area of support. Guys, draw these lines on your screen, have them up tomorrow. So when the market approaches these levels, you remember the level is there and you can act, okay? That's your minor level of support. If that level is broken, if we get below that level, your next area of support is going to be the major one, and that's going to be 364 to 364.50. Okay. And this is about as clear of a level as you guys can have. Your prior all-time high, which was on the 9th, this was the Pfizer news. This was the first vaccine news that we got, which was Pfizer 95% efficacy, right? That was that news. We then sold that off. We kind of consolidated. You got Moderna vaccine news mixed in here. And then you'll see again, we came up to that level and we tested it again. Okay. A couple, 2 weeks ago, and we're unable to break through. Then you had your pullback. Then we had the big gap up day again on vaccine news. Okay. It was like every single start to the week, okay, between Monday and Tuesday, we were getting some vaccine news. And then you see once we gapped above this level to new all-time highs, you see how we pulled back in and tested that level and it became support. So notice how this previously was a strong area of resistance for the SPY, how we were unable to get above that level on multiple occasions. We tried and failed to get above it. Once we finally gapped above that level, we got a pullback to retest it. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this more clearly. And look at that beautiful area of support. You see how we held on the gap down, and then you will see that we have been trading higher ever since. Okay, we've been trading higher ever since. Now, tomorrow, okay, and then coming into this week, you're going to want to make sure that you have this line drawn on your screen. Okay, you're going to want to make sure you have this level drawn on your screen because this level is going to be important coming into this week. There are some key things that I want you to pay attention to, some things that I noticed last week. Okay, now that you have your level, okay, these are your levels, all right, that you're going to be looking for, that 364, 364.50. That's going to be a key area of support for the SPY. But now let's talk about some things that could potentially cause us to get down to that level. What are some of the news headlines that are going to be in play this week? What are news headlines in play for this week? Well, what have we seen last week that started to move markets, right? I've said to you guys over the last couple of weeks, ever since we got that Pfizer vaccine data announcement, I've told you your new news headlines that could potentially move markets are going to be news headlines where there is a disruption in the vaccine production and distribution. That is what we saw on Thursday. I'm going to take you guys back. I'm going to take you guys back to that chart, and I'm going to go to a 3-minute chart now just so you can see the price action. Okay. On Thursday, this was that news. This was the news of the vaccine, Pfizer's vaccine, the manufacturing supply being pushed back. We dropped. That's a nice drop within a matter of minutes. Okay. So these are the type of news headlines that could potentially move markets. Okay. So coming into this week, you want to pay attention again, listen for vaccine production and supply headlines. You saw what happened with Pfizer's vaccine. You got that quick pullback. What happens if you get another headline like that from Moderna? What happens if you get a headline like that from Moderna on their supply, on their manufacturing supply, saying how many vaccine doses are they going to have ready between this month and January, or is it being pushed back a little bit? The more disruption that there is either in a manufacturing supply issue with the vaccine or logistical distribution of the vaccine, the markets will get a little shaky on the back of those news headlines. Okay, markets will get shaky. But also, you want to also pay attention to, guys, we have a lot of other companies that still have to give us some data. You got Johnson & Johnson that we haven't heard from. Don't forget, you've still got AstraZeneca that's lurking in the background. You have Novavax that's lurking in the background. You still have other companies that can come out and give you some vaccine data that could potentially move markets. We have now had, I think, 3 Mondays in a row vaccine news on Monday. 3 Mondays in a row, we've had vaccine news. Let's see if we make it 4. Maybe we get a vaccine headline from somebody else tomorrow. But maybe it's coincidental, but the last 3 Mondays, we've had a vaccine-related news headline on Monday. Let's see what happens here coming into the day tomorrow. But like I said, pay attention to those news headlines regarding vaccine distribution and vaccine manufacturing supply. The other thing that you're going to want to pay attention to is now, again, stimulus talks. We haven't talked about stimulus in a while because of the election. Stimulus talks completely stopped. Then we had the election. Now you're getting stimulus talks are coming back into the news environment or the news feed or in the news cycle. That's the word I'm looking for. Excuse me, the news cycle. So stimulus is coming back into the news cycle. Okay. You had, McConnell and Schumer and Pelosi, and there were, a couple of times when they gave public statements. They were being asked questions by news reporters about stimulus, and there were now talks of stimulus again. And the markets actually started to rally a little bit when Pelosi and Schumer came out with a statement about possibly taking a smaller number on stimulus, where they're saying they're ready to get back to work and ready to get something done. And McConnell's like, we're ready to get something done. And the market started to push higher when that news came out last week. So now coming back into the week here, you're going to want to start to pay attention to see, do we start to get stimulus headlines back into the news cycle? Because that could potentially move markets up and down as well. So those are going to be your 2 main types of news headlines you're going to pay attention to this week. You're going to pay attention to vaccine supply, manufacturing, and stimulus. Those are going to be the 2 headlines that are going to affect the markets. I do not think that we're going to get any massive move higher if we get another vaccine headline. The vaccine news, I feel like, is being factored. I feel like it's being priced in already. Okay. I feel like if you get a positive results from Johnson & Johnson, you get something else positive from another vaccine maker, I feel like it's almost expected now that these vaccine companies are going to come out successful. You look at Novavax share price had a big move higher when Moderna came out with their data, which just shows that people just expect positive data to come out on all of these vaccines. They're not really betting against any one of these companies that are getting into phase 3 data. So I think that it's kind of expected. If one of those vaccines fails, I think that's going to have a bigger impact on the market than if it succeeds. And that is because we are going to need, in order for the world to get vaccinated quickly, you're going to need a lot more than Pfizer and Moderna. You're going to need 4 or 5 different companies with multiple vaccines being distributed around the world, because Pfizer and Moderna cannot produce 7 billion vaccines. Okay. You're going to need a lot more companies, that are going to be coming out with vaccines. You're not going to have one COVID vaccine. You're going to have 5, 6 different vaccines, maybe even more, being circulated around the globe. And, different people in different places of the country are going to get different vaccines. Okay. They're going to get different vaccines with maybe, it's interesting to see the data based on who gets what vaccine going down the road, whose vaccine requires a booster shot a little bit sooner than others. How many are 1 dose versus 2 dose? How many have, bad side effects versus not so bad side effects? How many, are seeing, people that get vaccinated still get sick or don't get sick? It's going to be very interesting because everyone's going to be getting different vaccines. We're not all getting the same vaccine, guys. I don't know if you guys thought that or not, but we're not. There's going to be many different vaccines out there. So pay attention to that. That's the news cycle that I have my ears open to coming into the week. That's the news cycle that I'm paying attention to. Those are things that I think could potentially move markets. And those are the levels that I'm going to be looking for on the spot. Let's talk about the EV sector real quick, because I get 1,000,001 questions about the EV sector. Okay. I get 1,000,001 questions about the EV sector. Now, I hate to say I told you so. Okay, I really hate to say I told you so. But last week I was begging and begging and begging with everyone that was long these EV stocks. I was begging you guys, take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. And a lot of people on the live streams were like, Mike, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, so then hold it, you know? 2 weeks, I was telling you guys, please take profit, please take profit. When XPEV was over 40, LI was over 40. When XPEV got up to 70, I was like, guys, take profit, take profit. People told me that I was stupid. I said, okay, well then hold on to the stock. Those same exact people that told me that I was stupid 2 weeks ago for telling them to take profit were messaging me on Twitter asking me what they should do. And I'm like, well, I told you that you should have took profit a while ago. All right. But now you got these big pullbacks now. XPEV from over 70 down to now under $50. Okay. You're talking 20, 30% pullbacks on a lot of these EV stocks. NIO has held up the best out of all of them. When you look at some of the big pullbacks, you look at like SBE gave you a big pullback and that's bounced and recovered back. Some of your infrastructure stocks have held up better, like BLNK, SBE have held up better. You have CIIC, which gave you a huge gap up on the completion of their merger. Workhorse gave you its gap down. So your producers are faring far worse than some of your infrastructure plays and some of your battery plays. Companies that actually, like QS, that's QuantumScape. This is a company that produces the batteries that is used in electric vehicles. But the stocks that produce the cars themselves, okay, like an XPEV, like an LI, like an NIO, have been weaker than some of the other, like industry niche sectors of the EV market. There's a lot of different players in the EV market. You've got the actual car producers. You've got the infrastructure producers, like the companies that make the charging stations. You've got the material producers, like the people that actually make the products for the batteries. There's a lot of different niches, or I should say, in the electric vehicle space. Okay, and we've seen weakness in specifically more than others, the Chinese manufacturers. Now, some of that could be due to the Chinese bill that has been flirting around in the news headlines about Chinese companies being delisted if they do not meet U.S. audit standards. I talked about that last week. Coming into last week, I talked to you guys about that actually on Sunday. On last Sunday, on my live stream, I told you guys about possibly seeing these Chinese stocks pull back on the back of that, as people are a little fearful of trusting the financial data and the audits on some of these Chinese companies, specifically XPEV and LI, because they're so new to the market. NIO has been around for much longer. NIO has been public for several years. Okay, so there's been a lot more time for public, scrutiny in their financials. LI and XPEV have only been public for a couple of months. Okay, so I think that's why you saw a bigger pullback, as some weaker hands maybe are a little fearful that maybe they don't meet U.S. audit standards and they gave you a little bit of a pullback. So what do I expect out of these stocks coming into this week? Okay, this week I'm focusing on SPACs. EV SPACs, I'm looking for them to continue to push higher. Like, okay, this LAZR, I'm looking for LAZR to continue to push higher. Jason and I traded this thing. Jason got in this thing on Thursday. I traded this thing on Friday. We both traded it Friday. We both made real good chunk of money on this stock, as it's gone up like $15 in the last 2 days. And I'm seeing if this thing just gets absolutely parabolic and gets nuts. If it does, I think the stock can shoot up into the 40s and 50s and can get absolutely crazy. So I'm going to pay attention to that to see if that gives me some follow through. But the big three, because that's everybody asks me: NIO, XPEV, LI. Okay. We have a major support level in NIO that you guys have to pay attention to. If NIO breaks this level, this stock's going to drop further. Okay. This 38.50 is a very important level for NIO. Okay. As you guys can see, as I draw a line across this level, you can see 1, 2, 3 touches of this support level. And what I want you to notice is this bounce was a very strong bounce. You can see it has not held. This is a very deep pullback off of this bounce. If this bounce was going to hold true, you would have wanted to see NIO stay up here. You would not have wanted to see NIO pull all the way back down and retest that level. A retest of this level would make me think this level breaks. And if this level breaks, you're talking about NIO drifting into the low to mid 30s, which gives you, 5 to maybe $5 more of downside if that level breaks. Pay very close attention to that level. You need to draw a line across that level. If you're trading NIO, that's a very key area of this that the stock needs to hold. Okay. Then you go on to LI. LI, similar scenario here with $30. $30 is a key level for LI. You have a little bit of support down here around 28.50, but if it gets below that level, LI is in trouble. If LI gets below 28.50, you're looking at a gap fill that would take this stock all the way down, okay, to 25. Okay, you're looking at a gap fill that would take the stock all the way down to 25. So pay attention to these. Like, listen, you can use NIO as the leader. NIO is stronger than LI and XPEV right now. If LI breaks 38.50, LI and XPEV should continue lower if NIO is not going to hold that level. So you can actually follow NIO and say to yourself, okay, if NIO breaks this level, this 38.50, if NIO breaks that level, you can then just say, you know what, screw it. I'm shorting XPEV. XPEV has room down to 38. XPEV has room down to 38. XPEV's pivot low here is 46 and change. If that low breaks, this area of support, which was previous resistance, then it became support on that test. If that level breaks, XPEV's next level is going to be down around 38. Okay, so what I'm saying is you can use NIO as a gauge. You can use NIO as a gauge to short XPEV and LI, or you can buy put options on them, whatever you guys prefer. But if NIO breaks that level, I think LI and XPEV both trade lower. Okay, I think they both trade lower. If NIO holds 38.50 and you guys are looking to get long the electric vehicle market, get long NIO. NIO is stronger than XPEV and LI. And I think it's because of that whole Chinese situation where about the audit and the delisting concerns, and NIO has been around for much longer. So I think NIO is seen as a little bit more secure. XPEV and LI, I think, are seen as wild cards. Okay, so if that level holds, you can get long NIO. If NIO breaks that level, short XPEV and LI. Make sense? That's my game plan, guys. Okay? That's my game plan on the EV space. Okay, so that's my game plan on the EV space, and that is my thoughts on the overall markets. Those are the levels that I'm going to be paying attention to, guys. All those levels I just set out for you right now on the SPY, on NIO, on XPEV, on LI. Write them down. Okay, write them down. Draw them on your charts. Leave them there. Okay, leave them there. All right, draw those lines and leave them there. Okay, because those are great levels that you guys can place some really good trades off of. Okay, good stuff. So you guys want to make sure you get your butts in chat with me this week. If we're going to get that move, if NIO breaks that level, guys, we're going to get great moves to the downside on LI and XPEV. If NIO holds that level, perfect. We'll catch a bounce back in NIO. We'll probably catch $3, $4, $5 of upside on NIO if that level holds. If 38.50 holds, we'll probably be able to get NIO back up into the low 40s. Okay, if that level breaks on NIO, we probably get $3 or $4 of downside in LI and XPEV. Either way, it's going to be excellent volatility. You guys are going to want to make sure that you are in chat with me at the time that level is tested on NIO, so we are able to capitalize on that move. Okay. Now with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed that my breakdown there and my outlook for the week. That's how I plan on profiting from markets this week. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited just as I am to start off the week. Now let's talk about laptops, because it's time for us to give away 5 free laptops. Yes, I'm giving away 5 free laptops right here, right now on this live stream. Are you guys ready? Before I give away a single laptop, okay? Before I give away a single laptop, I want everyone right now, if you have not done so already, to smash that like button for me. Show me how much you guys appreciate the live, and show me how pumped you are to potentially get a chance to win a free laptop, because I've got 5 that I'm giving out right now, and I've got the 5 lucky winners right here in front of me, guys. So go ahead and smash that like button. Now it's time for us to get some laptops. All right. So let's just dive in. Let's go into it. All right, guys. So here we go. The first lucky winner of the laptop giveaway is Tony Castle. Tony Castle, congratulations, our first lucky laptop winner. Tony Castle, congratulations, Tony. All right. Our second winner of the free laptop giveaway is Witcher. Witcher, congratulations, our second laptop winner. Congratulations, Witcher. All right. Our third laptop winner, username Fredman. Fredman, Fredman, Fredman. Congratulations, our third lucky winner of our laptop giveaway. Our fourth laptop winner is Just 4 Feet. Just the number 4, Fete. Just the number 4, Fete. Congratulations, our fourth lucky laptop winner, which leaves us with one more. One more. I've got one more laptop here, guys, and it's going out to winner number 5. Congratulations to 777 even. Username 777 even. Congratulations. You are our 5th and final laptop giveaway winner. Congratulations, guys. It is my absolute pleasure to give you guys these free laptops. I want to always make sure that our TTG fam have the resources and tools necessary to be a consistently profitable trader. I don't want you guys trading on a 10-year-old laptop that's constantly crashing, that has a virus that freezes on you all the time. I want to make sure that you have the best equipment, tools, resources, and education to be the best traders that you possibly can. So congratulations to those 5 winners of laptop giveaway. All right, guys. So go ahead and smash that like button, everybody. Smash that like button now. Let's see. We have a lot of new faces on this live. We still got about 1,200 people across all 4 different social media channels that are watching this live right now with me here. And I want to see how many of those are not members of True Trading Group. Okay. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you're not a member of True Trading Group. Wow. All right. I can't even read your names. You guys are going so fast. Wow. You guys are going way too fast for me. Usually I like to call out some people's names. Tony Lopez, Senior Miranda, Avi, Edwin, Moore, Hizzy, Holland Stocks, Kimmy, Rashid, Ben Gray, Chelsea, Zach, Billy Brown, Koikon Lowe, David Pagan, YK. I actually went to high school with a kid named David Pagan. Don Ausch, Simon, Matt, Thomas Barty, Derek Sharp. He was a great football player, played wide receiver. Mike Binkley, Miro, Taylor, Cynthia Gray, William Huffman, Billy Brown, Jose Maldonado, Taylor Dank, Jinsu Park, JD. Very cool, guys. Dan, nice. Mark just signed up. Mark, welcome to the TTG family, my man. Welcome to the TTG family. Guys, it's a lot of non-TTG members. Welcome all of you. Mark Smith, welcome all of you. Kenneth, welcome all of you guys that are not members of True Trading Group. I thank you all for joining me on this live stream tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Turn on those notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out. I'm always doing these live streams. I'm always answering questions, giving you guys trade ideas and trade recaps. So I want to make sure you all are aware. Okay, all of you that type TTG, guys, do not forget, we have a 7-day trial that I want to make sure you're all aware of, where you guys can become part of the TTG family for 7 days to get a feel for what it's like to be part of our community and get a feel for what a professional education can do for your trading. Okay, it's a one-time payment of $3. It is not reoccurring. Guys, that's less than a cup of coffee. For less than a cup of coffee, you can join us for an entire week and get a feel for what a professional education can do for your trading. Okay, because when you guys go to ttgthree.com and sign up for that 7-day trial, you're going to be able to use our member dashboard and see all the resources and tools that are available to you as a full-time member. You're going to be able to use our stock profile tool where you can enter a ticker symbol, get a downloadable PDF report that's going to give you access to company news, insider transactions, SEC filings, analyst ratings that can help you guys make your investment and trading decisions. You're going to get our daily watch list, which tells you the list of stocks that we're watching for the day, where we're buying, where we're selling. You're going to get access to 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. I wrote those courses myself, multiple chapters, multiple lessons in these courses. Whether you've been trading 10 years or you never trade a stock a day in your life, I guarantee those courses are going to make you guys better traders. Then you're also going to get access to our chat room for 3 days. Okay, our daily chat room where you guys can see our screen. You guys can listen to us on the microphone. You get a real-time push notification whenever we enter and exit trades. And we are currently sporting about a 78, 79% win rate in the chat room, which means whenever one of the moderators calls out a trade, 78, 79% of the time, it is a profitable one. Okay, you guys are getting access to all of this as a member of the trial. You're also going to be able to see all of our trade history. We are fully transparent into your trading group. We keep a trading log on the website of all of our moderator performance. All of our trades are right there for you to see on our website. The wins, the losses, the break evens, everything is there for you guys to see. You'll be able to get all of that for just a one-time payment of $3 when you sign up for the 7-day trial at ttgthree.com. And guys, become part. You can become a full-time member. You can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time during your trial, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay. But guys, the chat room, I know everybody wants the chat room and everything, and chat room is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's like 30% of what TTG is all about. Okay. It's like 30% of what TTG is all about, because let me explain to you guys what you actually get access to as a full-time member of True Trading Group. Because we really are a platform for traders that give you guys resources, education, tools. It's not just an alert service. Okay, it's not just an alert service. And we are currently running our December holiday sale. Okay, we're currently running our December holiday sale for a 43% discount when you guys use the coupon code TTG1220. But let me explain to you what you are getting access to as a full-time member. You're going to be able to use our chat room, obviously, now every day. We open at 7:30 a.m. We close at 6:30 p.m. Okay. You see our screen. You hear us on the microphone. Like I said, we tell you guys what we're buying before we buy it. It's very easy to follow our trades. And you're also going to be able to use our live Benzinga Pro news feed. We have a news feed right there in our chat room, straight from Benzinga Pro, gives you up to the second breaking news alerts. People ask me all the time, Mike, what sites do you get your news from? True Trading Group. That's where I get my news from, because we have the Benzinga Pro news feed right in our chat room. We also have a squawk box feature where if you don't want to read the news headlines, you can turn on your speakers and turn on the squawk box feature, and someone will read the news headlines to you as they come across the wire. Okay, so if you're like focused in a trade, you don't want to read something, you can listen as someone reads the news to you as it comes across the wire. It's an amazing feature. Also, as a full-time member, you're going to be able to use our mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on iPhone and Android. It's crucial for those of you that work full-time jobs. How many of you are a TTG member and you work a full-time job? Type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are a TTG member and you work a full-time job, type the number 1 in chat right now. Guys, the mobile app is crucial for you to stay connected and to trade on the go, because I understand that a lot of you can't be in front of your computer all day long like I can. So on your mobile device, you're going to be able to be logged into chat, see the screen share on your phone or tablet, and also hear the audio analysis and get real-time push notifications when we enter and exit trades. This is how the majority of our True Trading Group members stay connected and trade on the go and take advantage of their True Trading Group membership and become consistently profitable traders with this mobile app. Okay, so don't think just because you work a full-time job that you are not able to take advantage of a True Trading Group membership. The majority of our members work full-time jobs, and they're able to do so because of the mobile app. And like I said, I already told you guys, we have about a 78, 79% win rate in the chat, which means 79% of the time when we call out a trade, it is a profitable one. Okay. And you guys can verify all that. You guys can look at our trade history on the website. All right. Now, you will also be getting, I told you, TeachD is a lot more than just a chat room. You're going to be getting the entire TeachD curriculum, all of our courses. Yes, all of them. There's not different levels. There's not like special VIP courses that cost more. You're going to get all of our courses. Okay. These are the same. This is a simplified curriculum from the 3-month educational program that I went through when I worked at a hedge fund. Okay, so my first job out of college, I was working for a hedge fund on Wall Street. I had to go through an educational program before I was able to trade with their money. And I then went on to receive a Trader of the Year award while working at the fund. And it's because of the education that I received. Guys, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught how to become a consistently profitable trader. I didn't figure it out on my own. I was taught. Okay, I've simplified that training and I've created the TeachD curriculum. So when you guys become members of True Trading Group, you're getting the entire curriculum, all of our courses, the same stuff that I learned. Okay, that's what I mean by you're getting a professional education. It's literal. It's not a figurative speech. It's literal. You're getting a professional education. Okay, we have everything from beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, you name it, we got it. You have access to all of it. Every single course you have access to when you use coupon code TTG1220. It is a one-time, you pay one price, all inclusive. Pay one price, all inclusive membership for the year. And that's coupon code TTG1220. Okay. You're also going to be able to use all of our resources and tools. We have a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time level 1 and real-time level 2 data. We got a stock screener. You guys can filter through thousands of stocks during the day to see what stocks are the hottest ones on the day, where you should be focusing your attention, what stocks you have the best chance to profit. We've got our stock profile tool, which I already told you about. And then we also have over 90 hours of additional educational video content. This is on top of the courses. So the curriculum is in text and video format. But on top of the courses, we have a video library of over 90 hours of additional educational video content that is from workshops and webinars that we do every month. Every month, myself, the other moderators, we conduct different webinars and workshops with our members on various trading topics. They are recorded and then put into a video library where members can go back and view them later. You will have access to that entire library as a full-time member. In addition, you can now start attending those workshops and webinars live as a full-time member. You can ask questions, interact with the moderator, interact with other members. It's a fantastic environment, guys, for you guys to really learn and ask questions in real time while going through a real live training, okay? You're also going to get a free one-on-one mentor session with any one of our moderators when you guys use coupon code TeachD1220, which will be your chance to get your chance to review your trading, figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, what mistakes you're making, how to fix them to improve your P&L. You guys will then be able to use our TradingView Pro charting software and then all future courses and resources as well. We're like Netflix, you know, because if I come out with a new course 2 months from now, it's automatically included with your membership. You automatically have access to it. There's no additional fee. There's no upsell in True Trading Group ever. It's a one price, all-inclusive membership. So like if Netflix comes out with a new show next month, they don't ask you for $20 for it. It's included in your membership. Same thing with True Trading Group. Okay. So guys, we take the top premium trading tools and products, we bundle them together as part of your TeachD membership. We've got that Benzinga Pro news feed, the Squawk Box, the real-time level 1 and level 2 with the trade simulator. We've got a trade ideas scanner that you guys can use, see what stocks are breaking the high of the day, what stocks are giving you an increase in volume, leading gappers, that's included. We've got the TradingView Pro charting software, that's included. The 15 courses that were designed by a award-winning hedge fund trader. These are 15 professional courses designed by me and written by me. You guys are getting at least 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of pro traders with about a 79% win rate. And then over 90 hours of additional recorded workshops and webinars. There's additional educational video content that you guys all have access to, okay? And then access in general in our chat room. You guys can send me a DM during the day in our chat room. You can send all of our moderators a DM. You guys have a question about a particular stock, DM us, ask us. Ask me, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I think. If you say, hey, Mike, you think this is a good buy right here? I'll tell you. I'd be like, yeah, it's a great looking buy. Or no, I'd stay clear of that. I'll tell you guys. You guys can DM me and the other moderators in chat. Okay, you guys can DM us in chat. You guys get access to us, full access. Okay. So like I said, guys, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of this special offer because this is our holiday sale. Okay. You can get right now with that coupon code TTG1220, a 43% discount. A 1-year membership would normally cost you $2,048 for the year. But with this coupon code, it knocks it down to all the way only $1,168. Okay. That is it. That's a 43% discount when you guys use this coupon code. This is our holiday sale. Okay. This is our holiday sale. This is our version of our holiday sale. Do not wait until, just do not wait until Christmas. Don't wait till New Year's. This is our version of our holiday sale. Every 24-hour period in the month of December, the price is going up by a couple bucks. So right now is the cheapest that you will be able to get a 1-year all-inclusive membership to True Trading Group when you use coupon code TTG1220. That coupon code will be active for the entire month of December, but the discount gets less and less every 24-hour period until we probably are going to get to around $12.20, $12.25, probably by the end of the month. And then starting January 1st, the price of a True Trading Group membership is going up. We are raising our prices come January, which means you will never be able to get a cheaper price than $1,168 right now, because at midnight tonight, the price is going up by a few bucks. And then midnight on tomorrow, the price goes up by a few bucks until we get to the end of the month. And then January, we are raising our prices. So you guys want to make sure you take advantage of that coupon code. Also, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, okay, guys, listen, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, all right, is going to be getting included with their membership a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Okay. Anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, you have what is it? It's 10:30. You have 1.5 hours left to sign up with coupon code TTG1220. Okay. And get a free Amazon Kindle Fire. It's totally free. We're going to cover shipping. It's my gift to you. Like I said, I just gave away 5 free laptops. I want to make sure that people have the tools and resources necessary to be consistently profitable traders. I told you we have the mobile app. What I don't want is for you to be, fumbling around on a small phone screen while you're trying to place your orders. So I'm going to send you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. All right. It's the perfect tool for you to trade and stay connected on the go through the courses, be connected in the chat room, place your trades on a nice Amazon Kindle Fire HD, totally free for those of you that sign up by midnight tonight. Sign up within the next hour and a half. Not only are you going to get the 43% discount, okay, but I'm also going to be giving you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, and I am going to cover the shipping for you. It's totally free. Okay. Totally free. You are also going to, guys, let me explain to you guys the value in what you're getting. Okay. Let me explain to you guys the value in what you're getting. Okay. The Benzinga Pro Newsfeed with that Squawk Box feature, that alone would cost you $1,188 for the year if you paid for it through Benzinga. You can get that service included with your membership and only pay $1,168 and get everything else that I just told you was included with your membership. So literally that one feature would cost you more than the entire membership. That's the value that you are getting. On top of that, if you want real-time level 1 and level 2 for all exchanges, that would cost you guys like $990 for the year. If you wanted a trade simulator, that cost you $750 for the year. If you wanted TradingView's pro charting software, that's $720 for the year. All of those services and products are included with your membership. Those alone would cost you $3,648 if you paid for them yourself directly from those companies. We include those services in your membership, and you can get it right now for only $1,168. This is what I mean by we take all of the premium products and services and tools that you need to become a consistent profitable trader, and we bundle them all together in your True Trading Group membership. Okay. That's what I mean by it's a platform. We're not just a chat service. Okay. We're not just a chat service, because all of these services, products, and features are included when you guys use coupon code TTG1220. All right. And listen, guys, I'm going to do you one even better. Anyone that is still on the fence right now, okay, even after explaining to you everything that you are getting with your membership, if you're still on the fence, I'm going to make you guys a deal. I'm going to make you guys a deal right now. If you sign up with coupon code TTG1220 right here before midnight, go through all of our courses, get an 85 or higher on the quizzes at the end of the courses, and do your one-on-one with one of our pro traders. Do those three things. If you still do not make your 1168 back at least once throughout the course of your membership, I'm going to give you a full refund. I'm going to give you a full refund. So I'm offering you guys a money back guarantee right here, right now. Do those three things. Okay. Go through the courses, get an 85 or higher on the exam, do your one-on-one. And if you still do not make back your membership fee at least once throughout the course of your membership, I'm going to give you all of your money back. So I've just covered your cost. I've covered your cost, right? So what do you guys have to lose? What do you guys have to lose? Nothing. A chance of never achieving your goals of becoming a consistently profitable trader. You're giving up a chance of telling your boss to go screw. You're giving up a chance of, taking that dream vacation with your family. You're giving up the chance of maybe paying off your student loans. Like, that's what you're giving up, because I'm covering your cost. I'm so confident that this program can work for you because it's worked for me. I know that if it wasn't for this education, I wouldn't be the trader that I am. And I also see the success that my members are having. Okay. I also see the success that my members are having because we have surveyed our members in chat. Okay. And 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back within the first 6 months of their membership. 30% are doing it in the first 30 days. That means if you took $1,168 right now, took advantage of the free Amazon Kindle, took advantage of the 43% discount, took advantage of the free one-on-one, and took advantage of the money back guarantee. If you took $1,168 right now and used coupon code TTG1220, you have an 80% chance of making $11,000 within the next 6 months. Those are the stats. And a 30% chance of making $11,000 in the first 30 days. Those are the stats. Who would not take that deal? Who would not take that deal? And I've guaranteed your membership cost, because if you don't make that $1168 back at least once throughout the course of the year, after going through the courses, getting an 85 on the quizzes, and doing your one-on-one, I'm going to give you all your money back. This stat is why I can do that, because I see the success my members are having. That's why I'm okay and comfortable offering you the money back guarantee. If I didn't think that you can succeed at this, I wouldn't offer you the money back guarantee, because I would owe everybody their money back. Okay, I would owe everybody their money back. But I'm confident because I see the success my members are having. And I'm confident because it's the same education that allowed me to become the trader that I am today. All right. So take advantage of this offer here, guys. All right. Sign up right now with coupon code TTG1220 and get that 43% discount before the price goes up tomorrow. Okay. The price goes up tomorrow, guys. All right. And also give yourselves a chance to win a Tesla. You're like, what? What do you mean? Every 300 new members that we get into Trading Group, we raffle off a Tesla, okay, or $30,000. So whoever wins the raffle has a choice: a brand new Tesla or $30,000. Okay, it's every time we get 300 new members, we raffle that off. We are almost full with the raffle. I think we're 75% of the way there. Okay, so all you need to do is use coupon code TTG1220. All you have to do is be a member. That's it. Be a full-time member of True Trading Group, you're automatically in the Tesla $30,000 raffle. If you are on the trial membership, I'm sorry, you're not included in the Tesla raffle. It's for full-time members only. The laptop giveaway, also full-time THD members only. But like I said, all you got to do is be a member, and you guys will give yourselves a chance to win that Tesla. Okay. So like I said, guys, use coupon code TG1220 before the price goes up tomorrow. This will be the cheapest price you'll be able to buy True Trading Group membership at, $1,168. Tomorrow, the price is going to be higher. And then coming January 1st, our prices are going up. Okay. But every 24-hour period in the month of December, the price is going up by a couple of bucks. So take advantage of this offer now before the price jumps at midnight. Okay. Otherwise, guys, you could still do that 7-day trial, give it a test run before you guys decide to join us full time, and go to ttgthree.com to join us on that 7-day trial for just a one-time payment of $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time, but you're under no obligation to do so. All right. Otherwise, guys, use that coupon code TTG1220 and take advantage of, again, use this coupon code by midnight. Do it by midnight. And I'm going to give you a free Amazon Kindle Fire. You're going to get the free one-on-one with one of our pro moderators. You're going to get the 43% discount, and you're going to get the money back guarantee when you use that coupon code before midnight. You have 1 hour and 25 minutes left to do so. All right. Take advantage of it, guys, while it is still there and before the price jumps tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. And I will see you guys all in chat tomorrow. And we're going to start the week off on the right foot. All right. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. You guys are the best. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. My TGD fam, I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Let's get ready to kick some ass and take some names and make some money. All right. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Later, guys.